Today is Wednesday, February 13th. Just got done cleaning out some window wells today. Snow piling up everywhere. We got snow all over roofs, window wells, covering up gas meters. So I've been out there um, moving some snow the last few days. Going to be next few days like that too. That's why I've missed a couple days here. This is actually the first video I've done this week because I've just been too busy. But I don't think you missed anything too huge over the last couple days. Today the Dow's still up over 25.5, up 117 points today. Got not a whole lot of huge movers to the upside. Freeport, a stock we've talked about a lot, kind of bullish on copper prices. And so is, I believe it was Goldman Sachs today, upgraded Freeport, and they announced that they are also bullish on copper prices. So Freeport was up 7% today. Hilton Hotels was up 7% today. The losers today, Teva Pharmaceuticals, ticker symbol TEVA, down 8% today. They were down even more when the market opened. I believe 11 or 12% they were down on earnings. Teva is a generic, I believe they're the world's largest generic drug maker, but they've got some competition, and that's was a lot of their reasoning behind the profit drop. Is their competition. Mylan is a competitor, and they've got other generic drugs out there that are pressuring Teva's margins. So stock down 8% today. That's one I've been following pretty closely. I think long term, I think Teva is a pretty good stock to own. ONDK Capital stock that's been falling all week. That one is under $6 today. That one is taking a hit here. It's up to 8 just last week. Now it's down to 6. It was bouncing around $4 to $6 range for last couple years, and then it spiked up. It broke out this summer over 6, and it got up to, looks like, close to 10, and now we're back down to 6. So disappointing guidance, I guess, from ONDK Capital. They're a financial technology company. They're kind of like a lending club we've talked about before. They they don't. I don't think they have any physical locations. They're just an online lender for personal and small business loans. And I have a good example today why you should go with larger companies when you're bullish about a certain industry or a certain commodity, because Taseko Mines, a smaller company, about $125 million company. You would think with the note today, with Goldman Sachs being bullish on copper and Freeport getting upgraded, you would think that Taseko, they're a copper miner also. That's the main material that they mine is copper. They're actually down 6.5% today. So, that was actually when I bought some Freeport stock, I was debating whether to buy Freeport or this smaller company. Because, sometimes you think, well, if the price of copper does go up or whatever, the industry or the commodity, whatever it is, you would think that these smaller companies are going to be more leveraged and they are going to outpace the bigger companies as far as stock price gains go. But that is not always the case. Actually, it is usually not the case because, for whatever reasons, I guess there's lots of different reasons. I'm not sure what the reason why they would be down 6.5% today. That stock is really taking a hit too. Well, if you take a look at the chart, that's kind of pretty wild chart. Kind of a similar looking chart to Freeport's, but they haven't recovered recently like Freeport has. It looks like they were, down to about the same price here in 2016, and then it went up over $2, and now it's back down to 50 some cents. So But if you look back at the chart, every time that this stock has gotten under $1, it hasn't stayed there very long. Um, a couple of years at the most, and then it's come back in a huge way every single time. So, under $1, it's under $1 now. So, I would buy some of this and Freeport. I would do both. I would buy some Freeport and some Taseko, ticker symbol TGB, small cap copper miner there. I would buy some of that. What else we got? Um, Barrick Gold, who recently merged with Gold, another gold producer, is down over 4% today. Disappointing earnings. I couldn't believe. I just read an article here. Um, I couldn't believe the loss that Barrick Gold had. It was just, it was a. I didn't even know they could have this big of a loss. In just one quarter, Barrick Gold reports loss of $1.2 billion. That's just in the quarter. Unreal. So I definitely would get the hell out of there. Barrick Gold. I don't even know how it's possible, to be honest. $1.2 billion loss in one quarter. I don't. That was before the. That was even before the merger. There's $22 billion company, and you lose 1.2 billion in one quarter. How can they pay a dividend? It says 2.1% dividend. They're not going to be able to keep that up. Another company, Vuzix, VUZI. We've talked about this before. This is my stock on my scam alert. Down 3.5% today, even though the rest of the market was up. Again, never any positive news coming out of this company, real news, just press releases that they release them. So no actually tangible news or sales of their product. It's always just a bunch of hype press releases. I don't know who sends them out there, CEO or whoever, but if you look through the articles, that's all it is. Just a bunch of hype. That stock is down to $3.88. Going to zero, if you ask me. Stay far away from that company. Short it if you want to. I've never shorted a stock, and I don't think I ever will. But if you're into shorting stocks, that's one that you're kind of late. I guess would have been nice to do that in about a year ago. It was at about $11. Now it's at 388. But the reason I don't short stocks is because they can have huge bounces, even though there's nothing there really. They can still have bounces, and you can still lose a lot of money, even on a garbage company like Vuzix. So, if you know a lot about short selling, take a look into Vuzix. Be a good candidate in my position. I guess even if it goes down, to zero from here, you can still make quite a bit of money, I suppose. So other than that, not a lot of major movers in today. Nothing up or down more than 10%. Not even Teva was the biggest mover, down just shy of 8%. So nothing too major today, but we will. I'll try to. I am going to be busy the next couple days, so but I will make every attempt to do another video. So, all right, go out there and make some money.